Okay, I just noticed this. It appears they're coming down up and through here now. Probably more than likely just walking up through there. And this could be why I'm hearing people talking at night outside of my tent. Notice how this area here come up through here, okay? And then they situated it like this. They've been walking up and through here. You can see the difference in reference to the leaves. Okay, they've been walking down this way. Look. Okay, I'm walking up and through there. Now, what I did, this is my travel out to get to my hiking area. And look at what they did over here. Alright, now do you see how this bush is like this? Okay, look at that. Okay, now I want you to pay close attention to this. You got these bushes, the same type of bushes on this side as you got on this side. Okay, they're white bushes. Okay, do you see them up close here now? All these white bushes that are like right here. Okay, and then look. Now these branches have been cut. I can tell just by looking at them. They've been cut. That's right. So they could. What they did was they came down up and through here when I wasn't at home. I'm hiking in California. Do you see how clean cut this is? In order for them to be able to get up and through there. Okay, so I had to put a bunch of stuff there and over there in order to block their way to get into my tent. Because they were walking up and through here in the middle of the night. I can hear them walking because of their footsteps. Let me help you understand how easy it is to be able to determine footsteps walking. I want you to listen to this. Okay, now listen. You can tell that's footsteps, okay? And those are it's the same exact footsteps I was hearing on numerous occasions from over here. What they were doing is they were coming up through that way until I put all this stuff here. I put a bunch of stuff here so they couldn't walk up through here no more. Talking about gang stalking, organized stalking. And so what they did was when they seen, and then I put a bunch more over there because they were walking up through here and over there. So I put a bunch of branches over there, a bunch here, and then I had to start tying pieces of wood up so I would hear them trying to move this shit at night. And basically what they did was they got outside of my tent once it got darked out and said bitch for me to hear as I was sleeping, you know, as I was turning off the light and going to sleep. And they could tell when I was going to sleep because of the simple fact that I wasn't moving about inside my tent and the light was off. Now I'm going to show you another thing, and I want you to pay close attention to this. This right here, let me shut up the tent really fast because in order for you to see what I'm going to be showing you, the tent's got to be closed up. Even though right now I'm having a... Alright, so look at this. This is a black weatherization sheet that I pull in front of the tent. Now the wind is blowing, so it's blowing all of them. And then I attached a rope, a stick to it so I could go like this in order to uncover the mouth of the tent. See how the mouth of the tent is being... See what I did? Let me just reposition this camera for a second. Alright, this is the tent here, as you can see. Okay, see it? Okay? And then what I did was I took these black weatherization sheets and I tied them together with bread ties. And then I tied a rope and a stick to the black weatherization sheet so I could just treat this, so I could just take a handle of the stick. See how it's tied together with bread ties under the black weatherization sheet? That way all I have to do is lift it up and get inside my tent. Okay? Now, at night when I'm in the tent, see this tree right here, this is poison oak all along this area. Okay? And so this tree is shedding some type of, I don't know what, you can see it by looking at the black weatherization sheet, how kind of, you know, grainy it is from whatever this tree is shedding. Okay? And like, take a look at this tree. See how green it is? Okay? Now, basically what I'm trying to show you is that, like, look at the side of these weatherization sheets. And these weatherization sheets were not even put up just a month ago. Do you see all that gritty stuff on it? That's from this tree. Okay? And since this tree is also poison oak, when I'm inside the tent at night, right when I go to bed, or if it's too cold out, what I want to be able to do is pull these black weatherization sheets down on the front of front of the tents to keep the cold air out, and to even keep the flashlight that's the reference to the light of the flashlight that I'm using inside the tent from it being seen by anybody. Okay, so they can see, well, so the organized stalking bullshit can't say that, well, the cops were called because they saw the light. Because you would not believe what I know. And if you knew what I know, you'd know that this statement was made for a reason. So anyways, so what I did was, as a result of being inside the tent and wanting to be able to pull this down without getting the poison oak that's shed from the tree onto the weatherization sheets on my hand, you might say, well, why don't you just wear plastic gloves to do it? Well, I was doing that as well. But anyways, what I did was I decided to tie ropes so I could just have the ropes, okay, be pulled from me, by me, once I'm inside the tent. Just pull the rope so the actual weatherization sheet can be pulled down while I'm inside the tent. And look what they did. I want you to look at this. Okay, do you see this? Look at the end of this. Look how well it's cut. They came down in here and cut them. And they did it 4 times in a row. That's right. I also had them on this side of the stick, this end of the stick. They did the same thing. They cut them. Okay, that's right. Now, hang on a second. See, in organized stalking, gang stalking expedition, I'm going to show you the end of this rope. Look at that. Look how well that was cut. And there's no way that this twine should have broke on itself, because the only time it was being used in reference to it being pulled was being pulled just for a second. And where's the end of it at? The end of it's gone. Okay, the end. I would have. I'll just put it this way: if it would have broke, the end by itself, the end would be somewhere in the area. If it broke when I pulled it, I would know it because it would be breaking in my hand. See how it's cut? It was cut on this end. Okay, and you can see this clean cut. Look at that clean cut. Okay, and they did this in order to frustrate me, because they know that when I come home by the end of the day, and I got to go through what I got to go through to get my pajamas in, because you can see how dirty this has gotten, okay, from it being pulled onto this, because once this is pulled down, it touches this, and this is dirty from the tree, okay. That's why I got to wash these weatherization sheets about once a month, okay. But the point I'm trying to make is, this is the schemes of organized stalking. Now, remember when I showed you that white brush over there and how they cut a pathway, clean cut pathway? Okay, let me just walk over there and show it to you again real fast. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because organized stalking and gang stalking assholes that they use, they want you to experience as much frustration as they can possibly make you experience, because frustration, hate, anger, it wears you out. Okay? That's why I'm harassed every day along my routes, everywhere I go. Now look at this. Do you see how this, alright, this is the trail here, okay? And as you can see coming down this trail, look at all these white bushes, and then all of a sudden look, okay? And then all of a sudden look at this nice clean path that they cut. They literally came down here and cut it in order so they could walk, because look how, do you see how do you see how all this continues on? Like, it goes from here, okay, there's the path they cut, and then it continues on. So you can see that this was clearly cut by somebody. And this wasn't like this when I first moved down in here at all. This was all one big gigantic and then they walked up and through there, and over this way, and over that way, and then they would stand outside of my tent, right outside of the tent. They would literally stand right outside of the tent and say things to me. Like, oh, excuse me, ma'am, I lost my way. One time they called me a bitch. Now, they did the same thing in reference to getting outside of my tent and calling me a bitch at the last hiking area I was at, that I moved, not the last one, but the one before it, that I moved to after I left the hiking area that I was camping out at when I was camping 250 feet from the San Diego FBI. You know, my name is Leslie Williams, and the reason why I'm showing you this is I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm not crazy. I'm not a threat to myself or others. But these are the kinds of labels that they attempt to put on organized stalking, gang stalking targets so they can eventually take the syndicated probate control. I'm talking about the labels they try and put on doctors' reports and police reports. The syndicated ones. That's right. And basically what they do is, after they create the homelessness of targets, they'll have them gang stalk along all the routes, everywhere they go. and harass through clever, overt means that are designed to blend in with the everyday environment. That's right, by making them sensitive to certain words, phrases, physical gestures, and even sounds. And this is done to compete for the target's mental attention, to let them know that they're being stalked and then overtly harassed as a result, in order to produce the anger, the frustration, the hate that the target feels as a result of being a victim of this crime. Then, after they create the homelessness, they'll then gang stalk them to a motel room, hiking area. They set up some freaks 200 feet away who yell gang stalking from a distance. They have individuals ride their bikes by on the sidewalk and say gang stalking. Now, I have over 700 separate audio files of individuals getting around along all my routes every single day for the last year and a half, repeating the following: gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk, crazy, weird, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy. Then they'll get along my route and say, gang stalk, why don't you help her out? When I'm just walking by minding my own business. And as you can see that I dress, every day I wear clean clothes from head to toe, literally. Because I'm one of the fortunate organized stalking targets that still has some money. I'm on Social Security disability, but I have no doubt in my mind that they'll take me off it. This is organized crime in the system that's perpetrating these expeditions. Now, you can go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know, which is the manifesto of a manager of gang stalking crews. Medicare workers are mentioned right in it, and I've been gaslighted by Social Security employees in 3 separate states. That's right. In 2 different Social Security offices in San Diego County by multiple employees, including their security guards. That's right. This is organized crime in the system at the federal, state, and local level that work as a syndicate. And what they do is they make targeted individuals like people on disability. They don't just target people on disability, trust me. That's a given. Okay? The ones who aren't on disability or don't have a fixed income, they'll blacklist from employment. Now, you might think to yourself, well, what is this all about? This is about racketeering, human trafficking, sexual servitude rings, insurance fraud. That's right, and voyeurism, which is pornography. That's right. What they do is they create the destitution and then use their employment descriptions, maneuvers, and schemes to try and steer a target to environments they control. And they also try to get syndicated probate control intertwined with it in order to either co-opt the target's existing finances, exploit their insurance, and then exploit the target sexually in syndicated run group home. Or what they'll do is take the target off a disability, wait until maneuvers and schemes can be brought about that produce the paperwork to take the syndicated control, and then reapply for the benefits in the target's name. Now, once the target's put in these syndicated run group homes, organized crime group homes, they're sexually exploited, the gang stalking continues on a non-stop basis, the insurance is exploited, and finances are co-opted in their name, like Social Security, including state benefits. Now, the whole goal for them is to wear a target down and out. Physiologically, because whenever a target is subject to harassment on a daily basis, every single day, everywhere they go, the body starts to react to it, because the body can never relax as a result of being subject to overt harassment that they see and hear. The harassment is designed to blend in with every environment and any environment the target goes into. They'll sensitize the target to certain words, phrases, physical gestures, and sounds, and then just get different idiots along the target's route every single day to repeat these words, phrases, and sounds. As a result of the target experiencing them through either their eyes, ears, or both, they are brought back mentally to the factual reality that they're a victim of the crime. The body will also react to it as well, especially if traumatizations have been associated to these stimuli. You would not believe what I know. Just trust me. Now, you can go to Google and type in sensitization methods and gang stalking. Their whole goal to come down here and cut this off, okay? Because when I'm in my tent at night, and once I got my pajamas on and my sleeping bag's out, and I'm ready to go to bed, or I'm listening to a radio show, I'm trying to relax. And then periodically, once I got that situated, I'll open up my tent to have a cigarette, okay? Now, their whole goal is to cause me to go through as much duress as possible so I can't relax, okay? And so they knew that I was tying these strings to this for a reason. Why do you think they cut them? You can clearly see they cut them. Look how clean that cut is. And why would I do it after I put these on here? That don't make no sense, and I'm not lying about this either, okay? So I had to put another one on last night, and we're going to see when they do this. Now, here's another thing they did. I had to put up this wall of black weatherization sheets that cannot be seen from there or there, okay? Because I've already walked over into these areas. It really, I'd say at least 89–90% it cannot be seen from anybody up there, okay? And it cannot be seen from anybody going up or down the sidewalk either way, because I've already walked over there to see how well it's set back. And I had to put these up because the criminal skanks they're using, they set up some homeless freaks or individuals who are pretending to be homeless 200 feet away. They yell gang stalk at night. They'll yell threats, why don't you come and steal her stuff? They'll yell threats, why don't you call the cops on her? Which that don't make no sense at all, because they're supposedly hiking too. So what I did was, as a result of the anchored threats that I've experienced here and at UCSD concerning the theft of my property, I had to start hiding it cleverly. So what they did then, as a result of once I started hiding it, what they did then was use those individuals to start clearing out an area by walking up their path, which is right on the other side of this weatherization sheet. They started clearing out an area that is directly perpendicular to these weatherization sheets on the other side, across from this little creek. And that was done to anchor the realization in my mind that they can now see where I was hiding my stuff. So I had to put this up in order to be able to block their point of view. But think about it, they already know where it's being hidden, or they wouldn't have positioned them to walk over there. That's right. And basically what they do is try to keep a target in a hyper-vigilant, hyper-alert state that their property is going to get stolen as a result of the anchored threats. That's why they say gang stalk or gang stalker, why don't you come and steal her stuff? Because they want to anchor the fear, make sure that it's associated to gang stalking, okay, by literally saying gang stalking, why don't you come and steal her stuff? And then, because that wears the target out. When I leave for the day, I got to worry when I come back, is any of my property going to be stolen? And if it is, what will happen? Will the police be called? Because I'll probably have to go over there. They'll deny it. They'll even stage a witness because they know they stole it, which means they know once I notice it's stolen, I'll probably go over there. And they use their cell phones. So they just have been told, if she comes over here and confronts you, get on the cell phone, call us up, we'll come over, and we'll act like we're in the area, walking our dog or something, and we'll call the police. That way it can make it appear that I'm the one who's out of control, that they also call targets crazy. That's right. Let me tell you something right now. I've literally been gaslighted to my face by individuals who are acting like they don't know what gang stalking is while they're engaging in physical gestures before my eyes while they're denying that they know what it is. UCSD campus police tried that shit on me. So did the San Diego Police Department officers. That's right. That's right. Now, you can go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass," read comments. Make sure you read the description of what's in that YouTube video. Cross-reference all published dates to statements and the proof. Then you can go to YouTube and type in 2/20/13 "Learning Disabled Woman Catches Another Gang Stalker Admitting Sent to Harass." You got to listen to that entire video all the way up to the last second. Because when I approach a corner and I say you guys are all the same, that's because this guy was doing the same behavior that I experienced along all my routes. Then he admitted that a San Diego police officer by the name of Steve put him in a corner to do it, and then as we cross the street, I say, "Don't put your hands to your face no more." And he laughs. Why didn't he say, "What are you talking about? I don't understand"? That's right. That's right. That's right. And I saw a San Diego police officer come down that ravine, come down that valley right there, walk over there. Then all of a sudden I started hearing people talking, and then about 10 minutes later I heard a car start. So I looked over my shoulder from being inside of the tent, because there's a little itty bitty, you can see it right there, see that right there? Okay? And right here you can see it while I'm in the tent. And I looked over my shoulder and I saw a San Diego police car pulling out. Well, I had no doubt in my mind at all that they're using these criminal whores for this fear anchoring, because whenever you're preoccupied about what might happen to you and or your property, that's keeping you in a constant state of tension. They want tension. Why do you think and aggravation? Because aggravation and tension and stress wears you out. That's why they cut this. That's right, because they know by the end of the day, targeted individuals trying to relax, they're trying to deflate from the day. You try to relax, they have a cigarette before you go to bed. They cut this, and so therefore I got to go through the fact of finding my gloves that are inside and putting them on, and then trying to get this, and then I still got to actually physically pick up my body in order to make sure that this is blown, pushed all the way back to where it rests on the top of the tent. They don't want you to relax as their goal. Okay. Because tense, stress, and duress wears the body out, while they're trying to wear you out mentally as a result of all the harassment you experience along all your route. This is designed and done to wear you out mentally, physiologically, psychologically, spiritually, and emotionally. And they will do anything and everything to do it. Anything and everything. Okay? All you gotta do is say to yourself, who cut the tent? Who cut the rope? Who cut the rope? Why would I put it on there and then cut it? Just to make a video? That's bullshit. Okay? So I re-put it up. And I've shown you that they've already cut two areas. See that one area over there where I just showed you those white bushes where they cut a nice little path? Okay? They were coming up in through here and walking. I heard the footsteps as plain as day. Okay? And they were coming up in through here, walking about right here, and then saying shit. Yeah, that's right. And they ain't nothing but duped idiots that are told what to do and how to do it in order to basically just cause stress and duress. Anger basically is what, because anger wears a person out. If a person is uptight as a result of being harassed everywhere they go, non-stop everywhere they go, through clever means, then the body is constantly reacting to it and it wears it out. And then they not just want to wear out the body, they also want to wear out the mind as a result of constantly seeing or hearing, the sensitization methods. And this is how organized stalking and gang stalking works. They're not anchoring the fear about stealing my property for no reason. Fear also can wear you out. Okay? Now, we're going to see if any incident occurs at this hiking area where that dead tree is at. You can clearly see it right here, where this dead tree is. Okay? And my name is Leslie Williams. I'm a good woman. I know what this is all about because I've literally witnessed other victims experiencing what they were experiencing who did not have the money to run. Okay? So I know what this is all about. See this dead tree here? In that area right there? I've been at this location for 11 full months. And they set them whores up 200 feet away within 2 weeks after I moved here. So I had to move all the way over here. And now they're just yelling it. Then they tried to move closer to me. Yeah, and they're nothing but, they're either individuals pretending to be homeless or they're actual homeless people. Either which way, they're being paid off, probably more than likely through charity services like food banks, social services, and other resources that the citizens of the community pay their property taxes, pay their sales taxes into, like social services, and how these citizens will donate to churches like food and stuff. That's how the syndicate, because this is organized crime in the system that's hosting this. And when they use these people who are in need, who can be bought off cheaply, they want to make sure even how they're paid off doesn't come out of their pocket. So they get the homeless people to do it. They're given permission to hike 200 feet away. Okay? They're told what to do and how to do it, and then they're paid off through food banks, social services, Salvation Army, Goodwill. That's right. The citizens of San Diego and La Jolla County are literally paying for these organized stalking campaigns in reference to the people they're using against innocent women. 70% of targets of organized stalking are women. And I'm here today to tell you, fellow American citizens and fellow La Jollans, human trafficking is directly connected to these crimes. I'm talking about sexual servitude rings. Okay? Now, all you got to do is break this down and deconstruct it. If I'm whistleblowing on the internet, which they know it's cyber surveillance, it's a method of gang stalking. They know it. So do you honestly think they're not going to stage an event to come here to evict me from this area or to motivate me to move by stealing my stuff? This is the 4th hiking area I've been gang stalked to. The last one was 40 miles away. And they were perpetrating the same harassment at the last one that they did at this one. Okay? You would not, and I've caught gang stalking happening inside of social services. You would not believe what I know. You would not believe the proof that I have. The proof I have is literally black and white. There's no gray. There's no room for margin of error. There's no way that you can apply a reasonable doubt to it or any plausible deniability, and they know it. So, you can go to Google and type in property owners and gang stalking. Who really owns this property? Who really owns it? And can they easily be used to come here and evict me? Let's see if any staged event happens as a result. And I'm going to just go ahead and say another thing as a result of some information that I read online. I've read multiple targets blogs, and this is the truth, about how landscape workers have been used to aid and abet in gang stalking, whether they're aware that what they're being told to do is gang stalking or not. That's right, just Google it. All I ask you to do is Google it. Like landscape workers, construction workers, neighbors, property owners, landlords, utility personnel, okay? Because the individuals who are perpetrating and managing these schemes are in the system, who have the power position and the ability to tell the most clever lies to anyone they're trying to get to do something for them against the target, like to act as a buffer between the target and the police, like getting one of them or a neighbor to call the police saying that they heard or saw me. That's right. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger." Do it. Sorry, I ain't making videos. Because, you know, when I'm describing this shit, I'm so serious, but at the same time, I'm video shy. Alright, I gotta go. I got a long day ahead of me today. I'm getting ready to leave to go look for 3 to 4 separate hiking areas. That's right, because I brought too much stuff on my property here, and if they come here and pull a fast one and I gotta move immediately, that means I gotta go and find a place and then move all my belongings to that place, and then I could turn around and do the same thing again. So what I did was, I made a decision to make up 4 separate identical hiking kits and take them to 4 separate locations, and then once I have found them and then moved these identical hiking kits there, I'm then going to divvy up my clothes and move identical kits of clothes to each one. That way when they come and pull this bullshit, staged events to get me to have to move, I'll be able to just get up and go. And I've already spent over a month now preparing to move. That's literally because the incident happened on the 8th and 9th. Alright, I gotta go. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. This video is being made on, let me show you today's date by me showing you a video picture of my cell phone. You can see it's being made on October 9th, 2013. Right now I'm recording my statements on a digital tape recorder, and when I started the digital audio file I said it was the 10th. It's actually the 9th. So I'm clarifying that right now. And I want you to see this right here, this is a microphone, okay, see it? That's right, I got a running digital tape recorder on me at all times, and the perpetrators know it. You better believe they know it. And the reason why they know it is because I've taken the tape recorder and transferred evidence from the tape recorder to video files, and then uploaded the video files to the internet. Cyber surveillance is the method of gang stalking, so they can clearly see I got a tape recorder. Alright, I gotta go. I appreciate you listening, and the reason why I decided to share all of this with you, okay, is to help you see what us targeted individuals go through. Now, I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm a good woman. I'm a Christian woman. If you've seen the posters I got up on my tent, faith in Jesus, and pictures of Jesus Christ on my wall, and I got my Bible in there. I pray every morning. I try my best to follow the testimony of Christ in all my affairs and my thinking. I take my garbage with me every day. See that bag right there? That's the garbage I'm taking with me today. I put it in my basket on my bike and I take it with me. I don't litter here. I don't do anything illegal here. I'm not a threat to myself or others, and I'm not... you would not believe the bullshit that they have put on organized stalking targets in reference to how they try to get the syndicated probate control. They provoke a target along the target's route, try to get them to act out physically, and if that don't work, they'll assault them. They tried to assault me on October 3rd again on a bus. Again on a bus. Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on MTS bus." Just do it. And then go to Google and type in "learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered." You would not believe the shit they're doing. And I've been assaulted twice now since I've been in San Diego. Tomorrow will be I came to San Diego on August 8, 2011, but tomorrow will be 2 full years to the date that I was assaulted on that MTS bus. And they tried it again on October 3rd, which was just a few days ago. They literally tried to assault me again. And that was because of the whistleblowing that I'm continuing to do, and I will never stop under any conditions. Unless I'm killed or am so brutally attacked that I'm put in a coma. That's the only way I'll stop. Okay? But anyways, because you would not believe what they have already done to me, what they're trying to do to me, and how I have to live because of these whores. No one's going home. If targeted individuals can't go